Good evening and welcome to Pakistan Today News from our New York studio. I'm Chris Taylor. We begin with developments from Tehran, where Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi has extended heartfelt thanks to the government and people of Pakistan for expressing strong solidarity amid what Iran describes as aggression by the United States and Israel. Posting a message in Urdu, Araghchi emphasized Iran's reliance on faith and resilience in defending its sovereignty and territorial integrity during the ongoing tensions. Araghchi also addressed the situation in the strategically vital Strait of Hormuz, stating that the waterway will only be closed to enemies and countries supporting aggression against Iran. He clarified that Tehran has not requested a ceasefire in the conflict involving Israel and the United States, stressing that Iran seeks a final and decisive resolution. A spokesperson for Iran's foreign ministry added that countries not involved in the conflict may continue to pass through the strait with coordination and permission from Iran's armed forces. Turning now to developments along Pakistan's western border, the country's armed forces have conducted targeted strikes against Afghan Taliban posts in the Bajaur sector of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa under Operation Ghazab-ul-Haq. Officials say guided missiles destroyed militant positions linked to both the Afghan Taliban and Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan. Overnight strikes in Kandahar province also destroyed technical infrastructure and equipment storage facilities. Cross-border artillery fire has reportedly killed 4 civilians and injured a child in Bajaur, as authorities confirm the operation will continue until all militant threats are neutralized. For more on the cross-border operation in Bajaur, we go to our reporter Sarah William in Islamabad.
Chris, Pakistan's military sources describe the Bajaur operation as a decisive measure against persistent militant threats. Surveillance and guided missile strikes targeted key Taliban posts, significantly impacting their logistical capabilities. Local authorities continue to monitor civilian safety following reports of casualties from cross-border shelling. Emergency response teams have been deployed, and communities near the border are being advised to remain vigilant. Officials say the operation will be sustained until all objectives are fully achieved.
Thank you, Sarah, for that report. In other news from the subcontinent, at least 10 patients have died following a fire at the SCB Medical College and Hospital in Cuttack, Odisha, India. The blaze erupted in the trauma ICU ward, where more than 20 patients were receiving treatment. Preliminary reports indicate an electrical short circuit may have caused the fire. Hospital staff evacuated patients while emergency teams worked to control the situation. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi expressed grief over the incident and announced financial assistance for the victims' families. Closer to home, tragedy struck in Rahim Yar Khan as the roof of a shop collapsed during the distribution of Benazir Income Support Program payments. At least 5 women were killed and more than 30 others injured as crowds gathered to receive financial assistance. Rescue teams quickly shifted the injured to nearby hospitals. District authorities have launched an investigation into the structural failure while continuing relief efforts for affected families. On the economic front, the Asian Development Bank has granted Pakistan a final 1-month extension for the $360 million Central Asia Regional Economic Corridor project. The National Highway Authority has been instructed to complete contract awards by April 5th, with no further extensions promised. The project faced delays due to disputes over the bidding process, and the Supreme Court recently rejected a petition challenging the tender, upholding a joint venture as the lowest bidder. Officials warn that further delays could jeopardize ADB financing. Meanwhile, Pakistan's stock market experienced a sharp downturn, with the KSE-100 index losing over 4,300 points in Monday's trading session, a decline of nearly 2.8%. Analysts attribute the fall to continued geopolitical tensions, rising global oil prices, and uncertainty surrounding Pakistan's agreement with the International Monetary Fund. Investors remain cautious as economic and global factors continue to weigh on market performance. That's all for now. You're watching Pakistan Today News. I'm Chris Taylor.